So it was you. You were the curse of the radio this whole time. I knew I should have had my suspicions when you gave me that weird signal. You call yourself a photosynthetic tree? I'll expose you for the liar you are! How dare you do this to me? I wanted to see what my lucky numbers were, but I couldn't do that. All because of you. Hey there guys, my name is Blake, also known as The Nerd, and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon SoulSilver. Last time, which was one recording was split into two, which is probably the best decision I made, otherwise you guys would have been sitting through another almost hour-long episode, and personally I don't think you deserve to sit through another hour one, especially when it's not really related to one specific thing we're doing. But in the last episode, which was again split into one part, we took care of the Safari Zone, the second part of it, which apparently you just needed to go encounter the Gyarados, and then you end up getting the Gyarados. It's very weird how it's structured like that, but I guess it works out. Speaking of, take a look at this nice shiny Gyarados overworld sprite. Practice is poking at you. How is it Ow, you're using your tooth. That kind of hurts. So in this episode, Lance told us that we need to head over here into just a souvenir shop. Nothing suspicious about it, no need to be alarmed. Man, I love that store. Although that's a really long name for a store, why not shorten it down to just souvenirs? Like, that makes a lot more sense. Well, let's head inside and see what... Oh, looks like Lance beat us to it. Dragonite, use Hyper Beam. Yeah, that clearly looks like Hyper Beam, I'm just saying. Are you sure you don't mean Giga Impact? What took you so long, Blake? Well, I was yelling at a radio tree. Just as I thought, that strange radio signal is coming from here. Oh, he's giving you the talk, man. He's giving you the thread. The stairs are right here. Blake, we should split up to check the place. I'll go first. Why do you have to go first? I mean, you're the champion and all, but really? I got the shiny Pokemon. You gotta let me first at least. What do you have to say? Arrgh! You found the secret stairway! How did you do that? I mean, I didn't do it, the champion did. I thought it was well camouflaged. And then what do you have to say? Alright guys, Dragon-type Pokemon are tough. My ribcage hurt after taking that Hyper Beam. Ow, I feel bad for you, sir. Now, the Team Quarter. Yes, Team Quarter. They steal all of your coins. The Team Rocket HQ is very interesting in that if you step on one of these, you are forced into a trainer battle. There are a bunch of these. There are very few that are optional. Every time you go into one of these, you have to battle, as I mentioned before. Luckily, a lot of these Pokemon trainers, or a lot of these Rocket Grunts, aren't really that challenging. I say as he might have something. Okay, never mind. I'll actually have Bite. They're level 17, so all the more reasons not to punish them. They haven't really trained, but then again, I think you could come here at any point, and it still would have actually had you do this. Either that, or I don't know, because I never ever thought of going in here right as soon as I got served, so I imagine this wouldn't be available until much later on. I would have imagined, like, I think we were like, oh, welcome to our shop. Please don't touch the, please don't touch anything. I don't know. That's just me thinking out of my head. I could be totally wrong on that, and you guys can point me out if I'm wrong on that in the comment section. If you're still able to do this, even with just only the 4 badges, you don't need the additional 6. Because right now, if it seems like you do need the other badges, it's kind of a little bit of a disappointment that the Pokemon trainers are level 17, but they do make up for it with the addition of 2 trainers per Persian statue instead of 1. Actually, can I say the Persian statues in Gold, Silver, Crystal are just as cool as the ones in Hard Gold and SoulSilver? The way their pose is I find it really nice. I'll have to put an image on it in case you've never played the original Gold and Silver games. Like, you probably haven't because it's everywhere now. It's Virtual Console. Probably someone has sold you the cartridge through the game packs. It's more common than Heart Gold and SoulSilver, which is kind of disappointing. If I say so myself, it's like, really, the more enhanced version is the harder to find, but the original ones, which are still just as good, are like available. every single place you look, that's a little strange, don't you think? So, oh, okay. I don't know what happened, but, oh, wait, a grammar. Okay, so, I don't know what happened with my right pinky. It's been in pain ever since last night. I think I know why, but it'd be kind of awkward just to kind of explain it, so I'll say rage. I'll just describe one word as rage. But my pinky had to really get the punishment for that, and oh man, the pain is like from the back side all the way to the front. It feels like my pinky's almost useless, but I'm still trying to hold on to it. Like, I can't even hold on to oh, actually I kinda can. Oh, right. I think down here you can get like an item if you were to go all the way down here, so I might as well. Can I avoid you at all costs? Wow. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I have to battle you anyways. That's fine. I think that you have electric type, so I don't know why I went with I almost said red rage. Thinking of my old Hard Gold SoulSilver playthrough, or Hard Gold playthrough. I don't know why I went with Fractail, because, yeah, that was probably not a smart idea. Suffice to say, it wasn't really that hard considering the fact that I had Dragon Rage this whole time, and oh my gosh, how many more experience do I need to the next level? How many experience do I need to the next level? I swear, if it's, I don't know, where is it? 5! I need 5 more experience! Are you kidding? Those Magnemites did not do enough, and I'm actually kind of upset by that. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, actually I could have, oh no, even if I did, I still had to, okay. All that for guard specs, so it's a usable item version of Reflect and Light Screen, so not really much of good use there. Now, I don't recall if there's anything of importance here, and if you do run past those, you come back, you re-enter, and you re-enter the building. You do have to face the trainers again, so if you need, at some points, a way to grind your Pokemon that are, like, under level 30, this might not be a bad opportunity, because you do get more points just by facing the trainers. But I wouldn't advise it at the same time going through all of this. Hey, look, it's a Drowsy! I can bite you to death! Hooray! I don't have to rely so much on Dragon Rage. Okay, so Fractail is level 31 now, but I'm going to keep it on the team because 32, if I remember, it gets Ice Fang, so I'd rather have that than not teach it Ice Fang at all. In the old playthrough, I used to teach it Blizzard, but knowing its special tag, I know it's 120 power Blizzard, but like, with its mediocre special stats, I don't think it would be much useful. I'd rather have Ice Fang just for that physical damage, as well as the chance of either flinching and or freezing. No, actually you can't get both. That's only Thunder Fang I'm thinking of. Or, no, Fire and Thunder Fang you can get that flinch and paralysis and or burn depending on which one. But Ice Fang is the only one that is a very special case where it's either freezing or burning. Weird. Okay, not really weird because it makes sense, but it's kind of odd. That the other two can give flinch and inflictions, and Ice Fang can't, just saying. Which admittedly will take even longer because these guys having low-level Pokemon that can easily just one-hit KO, and to give a very lackluster amount of experience is going to be a doozy, I'm fully aware of that. Another Hyper Potion. I think we're still rocking Super Potion, so I think we're fine on that. Also, is this a shortcut? Oh, wait. Is this a shortcut? I don't actually remember this part being a shortcut. Either that or I think it was necessary just for a specific item. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm thinking it's is a shortcut? Oh my gosh, these two battles, I'm thinking I'm like 3/4 of the way, actually less than a quarter away from getting experience that I need. Which is kind of sad, but at the same time, I'm pretty happy. I'm sad because this is gonna take forever. Because of all these little starter, or these non-evolved Pokemon. Oh, hello. One more. You see a teleporter over there that instantly can teleport you back to the other side in case you need to go to the entrance and not have to face what's going to be those titles up ahead, as I'll explain a little bit later. You know, I think I have a theory that these two trainings you find in every single alarm are the exact same, and there's like a Pokemon Center specifically for Team Rocket nearby. Finally, level 32, and that will give us Ice Fang. I don't know, that's just my theory on the Rockets though. Ice Fang, yes please. I actually don't know what to get rid of. I want to keep Dragon Rage because right now it could be good in case I run low. I also want to keep Bite and Secret Power. I guess the only option is Leer then. So, Ice Fang is going to be a great addition since I think I'm going to have it as a permanent move. So, I'll have to remember not to get rid of Ice Fang for anything else. Just like how I used to get rid of Ice Fang for Blizzard. I think that's how it went down in Hardcore, just because, oh hey, I need more power. I don't know all of the stats of Pokemon and whatnot. But speaking of, that's all I really wanted to use Fractal for, was to just get Ice Fang, and very luckily, it didn't take that long. So now, I actually want to switch over to Afterburner for a little bit, because I do want to discuss these things here. You may think it's a game of checkers, but step on one of these, at least the red ones I think, and it's actually a wild spawn of Pokemon that you can catch exclusively here, including Voltorb. And yes, they're higher level than the Team Rocket Grunts. Insulting. So I'm not actually gonna catch one of these, as I have the Krabby, so I have the option to trade one should I need one. What? You live? Dang. I was hoping you wouldn't actually live that because of the high specialist. Dang. Afterburner, your modest nature is kind of showing, but like with the Voltorb at level 23, 7 levels behind you, that's gotta sting. So in these areas, you can get, depending on which ones you step on, black being Geodudes and other rock-type Pokemon. No, specifically Geodude, which again are much higher level, and the red ones getting Voltorbs. Again, both of these are 21 and 23, and actually pretty good catchable Pokemon. Well, Voltorb is, should you have not traded that Krabby in for a Voltorb, this could be a good option in case you want one of your own with specific natures and the ability to nickname it instead of having one nickname provided. There's also poison gases, which means coughings can appear, so it's not just specific colors. Coughing is also available in certain colors, so Voltorb, Geodude, and Coughing. I'm glad we actually found all three of these in one sitting, and I didn't have to grind all that much. And once again, as you can see, because they're not trainers and they're actually higher level, they do give out almost the same experience as those Rattatas, Drowsies. Actually, they give out just slightly more. So if you look from a grinding spot, this isn't actually too bad. Okay, so also the red ones are rock. So any of these depends. Just gotta find specific elements. You can fit you. I was supposed to say you can't find shiny heroes, but then again, no duh, you can find shinies anywhere if you look hard enough. As much as I would like to grind off these guys, I probably won't. I also won't be grinding off the Team Rocket Grunts here because we're not done with that yet. Well, actually, we're done with that, but we're not done with this area yet. Are you all right? Yeah, I just got pelted by rocks and electricity. Actually, no, not electricity or poison. Maybe a couple rocks hit me here and there, but other than that, I'm pretty much okay. Your Pokemon are hurt and tired. Here, give them some of my medicine. That's actually super nice. Which is a good thing because my PP was running low for Bite and whatnot. Bite, PP, okay. No, I'm not talking about that anymore, moving on. Blake, let's give our best for Pokemon. Okay, so he splits up and we're about to do our own thing now. So this area is pretty massive. Right now we can't do anything about that area, although I'm not entirely sure. I think I can avoid you at all costs. Yes, you're forced to stay down there, which is good. Because we're unfortunately going to head down here, and I can't skip you, so might as well do ye old trick of just talking to you from the side so you don't have your exclamation mark head right in front of your, or above your head. I believe you have better Pokemon. By that you only have one, and it's a Golbat! Yikes. Again, made a really poor choice, but at the same time, I'm not too worried concerning the fact that you'll give out a little bit more experience, so I think it's a 50-50 shot, and hoping it's 50-50 for the good. Okay. I was about to say, don't you get Air Cutter at that level? But I think you get Air Cutter like in the 20s, if I recall, so this might not be so bad, if I remember. I could be wrong, you totally just didn't use Air Cutter for no reason, because the AI of the Rocket Grunts aren't really the brightest. At least to me, or it feels like just any regular average trainer. Ooh, 720. Well, they should have named the Xbox One. Oh, sick burn. But wow, already. I was gonna say something else, but then Lance comes in. Blake, in order to unlock the door to the radio transmitter, you need the voice of a certain person. The name of the person is Petrel, the Team Rocket executive. I found he is hiding in the leader's office. Unfortunately, though, the room was also protected with a password. Blake, we need the password to the leader's office first. And how do you do that? By, of course, doing lots and lots of team grunt battles. But of course, not without picking up your items, including a full heal. Really random that they lay out necessary items for them to actually do well around where just a random 10-year-old kid can pick them up and actually use them a lot better than they ever could. It's weird how the world works. Oh wait, this is a... Oh, this might be an exclusive floor. Not an exclusive floor, but full of better goods. Oh! So, are you the one that's been... This is your... Why did I go for I'm stupid. Hooray! I learned how to not use ghost-type moves accidentally by the second Rattata. I'm so smart. I don't know why I did that to begin with. But, Afterburner is level 31 despite the fact that I stupidly and accidentally clicked Shadow Ball. Okay, just mostly accidentally. I know my type advantages and disadvantages, but apparently that didn't stop my fingers from slipping up. So the reason I'm having Afterburner here is because, believe it or not, in actually 2 more levels, we'll be getting a move that might be useful towards... Oh wait, where are we here? Dang. Well, might as well grab this item while I'm here, which is an Ultra Ball, to make up for that one Ultra Ball that Fractail caught itself in instead of a netball, interestingly enough. But heading over here, you get yourself a nice little Pokeball over here, which contains TM46 Thief. This is a, I want to say 40 power physical dark type move. I know it's physical and it's dark, that's all I remember, but what's its power? I was right, it was 40, and basically if your Pokemon is not holding an item, but the opponent is, the Pokemon that uses Thief will actually take that item. So, not very useful unless you have Technician, you don't have any items on your Pokemon. But even still, that's kind of a stretch, to be honest. It's one of those TMs I wouldn't recommend too fondly. Only using it for like temporary playthroughs and pretty much nothing else. Nothing in this floor. So, either use it for temporary... Actually, you know what? Speaking of, I think actually... This might be a good temporary move to teach to a Sephiroth so that it has another stab move. If you can learn it? Of course not. Of course not. Well, it's useful for one other thing, and that is money. Just pure cash. So if your specific Pokemon can't learn it, just sell it. You'll get cash. No problem. This Pokeball contains TM49 Snatch, a much better move. Introducing the 3rd generation, I don't know why I brought that up of all things. Snatch. If the opponent uses status raising moves, such as Tail Glow, Sword Stance, and Double Team, and you Snatch, you'll actually use that status move that the opponent is using and get the stat boost instead of the opponent's. Where was that when we were facing Primeape? I'm sorry, but like, really? That could have been so handy. Alright, there's a Rock Grunt here. I think you actually gave out the first password. And there's 2 Pokeballs. I'll have to remember to take that out. Yuck, yuck, yuck. You're challenging me to the battle? You're nuts, but you have guts. I like that. If you can beat me, I'll tell you a password to the boss's room. How stupidly generous of you. Well, at least you're not as dumb as one huge team boss from later generation in which he allowed a certain kid to ruin his plans by, number 1, allowing him to push a button after beating him, and number 2, revealing a legendary Pokemon that he was using for the entire process that he allowed by simply telling, oh hey, you want to see for yourself and ruin my plans, go ahead and talk to legendary Pokemon, push him on. It's like, Dorito Man, I'm still upset at you after all these years. Anyways, these 2 items are here, it's not a tree. X Special, which raises special attack. And to the left, behind this tree right here, is a protein. I'm actually going to use that on Fractail, since Fractail doesn't really have any medication. Not medication. Hasn't had any stat inflictors yet, so we might as well use that right away so that Fractail can feel a little bit more welcome to the team. He is a brand new member of the team, so might as well give him the nice, great treatment that he has deserved. Alright, I could have went around, but I actually do need the experience for Afterburner, so I'm good with this. I'm not okay with this, though. Big yikes. Okay, never mind. That was the problem. Right, forgot Ditto's stats aren't really that great. And Silver Wind is actually helping. Oh man, can you imagine if he transformed into that? A Yanma with Shadow Ball on the opposing side, it could be a huge nightmare. Oh wait, you actually gave me a password that I actually need. The password at the boss's door is Eradicate Tail. But if you have both, but if you don't have both passwords, no. Alright. Had enough of you, but I believe the second person to have it is you. I believe. Do I know the password? Maybe. But no weakling's going to get it. Excuse me, ma'am. I ain't no weakling. Better just hand over the frickin' password and your money right now before I kick your ass with a frickin' dragonfly. That's how confident I am. I have a dragonfly and has your name written in butt juice. Speaking of butt juice, I actually remember that show from Disney Channel. I don't quite remember all that much, but I think I remember it was like a camp. Was it a camp, like reality camp show? Or whatnot? I don't know. The only like reality TV show that I remember has like natural stuff in it is like Naked and Afraid. That's kind of like a passing thing I actually watch whenever like have like meal and whatnot. I will actually watch that alongside that. And I gotta give props to the people who actually do Naked and Afraid because that's something I probably wouldn't do. Like, I have interest in doing it, but like I know I probably wouldn't survive even like a week off of that stuff, and they do it for like 30 days or even less. I think like maybe between like 15 to 30 days. That's actually really impressive, and it makes me wonder why those people don't get more money, more attention than those teenagers that just simply get pregnant and get millions of fans and dollars just because they have one kid. Like, you gotta work for your money. You don't just get the things in life for free. I'm just saying. Lansy boy, can you heal up my PP, please, for Silverwind? That would be greatly appreciated because I'm only on 1 PP for Silverwind, and I've been using Shadow Ball constantly because of this. I'm just too scared. Wait, I forgot the other password. The password is right here. Password to the boss's room is Slowpoke Tail. But it's useless unless you have the 2 passwords. Actually, screw you. I have both of them. I don't need to be here any longer. Lol, bye. Alright, so now that we have the 2 passwords, all we need to do is head up, not head up here, but in the exact same area that we went to before, which basically is just come around here, head up the stairs, head down the other stairs, and go over to the area. Now, I believe after doing this, if I recall, in Heart Gold SoulSilver, this is an exclusive thing where you actually have another instance of the double battle. If that's the case, I'm actually going to prepare, and I don't want to use any of my elixirs. I'm going to use an ether for Silverwind. Unfortunately, that means wasting a little bit more, but unfortunately, with how I have things set up, it's sadly how it's going to be for a little bit longer, which is really sad because of I wasn't really hoping that would be the case, but it is the case. Alright, so as soon as you have both the passwords and you hit down here, it's actually your rival. So you're messing with them again. You must really like Team Rocket. Tell me, who's the guy in the cape who used Dragon-type Pokemon? My Pokemon were no match at all. I don't care I lost. I could beat him by getting stronger Pokemon. It's what he said that bothers me. He told me that I don't love and trust my Pokemon enough. I'm furious that I lost a bleeding heart like him. I don't have time for the likes of you. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was actually going to battle me. I'm like, wait, I'm not prepared yet! I was not 100% prepared. But, you actually have to enter the password here, which is Slowpoke Tail and Eradicate Tail. And by doing that, we actually have ourselves the opportunity to battle this guy here. Oh my gosh. I've been waiting for you. So, you are Blake. Me? You don't know who I am. It's me, Giovanni. Bullshit! We actually went through your thing. I'm also gonna have to censor that. We went over the event. We all know that's fake. What you are doing. Wahaha! Huh? I don't sound anything like Giovanni. I don't even look like Giovanni. How come? I worked so hard to mimic him. I am a Team Rocket executive. You must be trying to sneak into the radio transmitter room. Well, that's not gonna happen. That room is protected with a special password. The password is Hail Giovanni. Surprised to hear from me? Yeah, I'm also surprised it relates to something related that should have been dead years ago, but people have revived it for some reason. Not naming any names in one certain community, but you probably know who I'm talking about. Though there won't, unless I say the password. It only reacts to my voice. Well, at least you're smart. Unlike the other guy who's like, go ahead and push the button. It'll be activated by a teenager kid's fingerprint. Anyways, we have Petrel. Starts off with a Zubat at level 22. Really, guy? Really, dude? Alright, with Astonished Bite, Wing Attack, and Confuse Ray. Not really much of a threat. In fact, goes down to one Shadow Ball. Alright. Next. Please be good. Well, at least the goodness is, I actually got a level up from that, so that was actually really nice. It's gonna take me ages now to get to, halfway to the other level. Next Pokemon is Coughing. Once again, another specifically weak Pokemon, so if you were to actually come here before getting the, after getting the 4th badge, it might be a little bit more of a challenge. But if you do the way I did, this is sort of a piece of cake, which is honestly kind of ridiculous. With a Smokescreen, Assurance, and Self-Destruct, once again, not worried, another Shadow Ball is going to take you out. There we go. Not much of a challenge at all. However, his final Pokemon might actually present some little bit of a challenge, even though we're 8 levels behind, or 8 levels ahead of him. And that is his Raticate. Level 24 with the Guts ability, so if you use Toxic, or if you inflict status like Burn, Paralysis, or Poison, just be careful, its attack will be a little bit higher. With Hyper Fang, Sucker Punch, Scary Face, and Crunch. So, it didn't use Sucker Punch. Oh, I guess it was trying to go for Hyper Fang to reduce our HP to half. And then... no! It went for Scary Face instead. What? Well, I mean, I'm glad I used Silver Wind? Question mark? And I'm actually glad I'm 8 levels ahead because that weird. I got through that whole thing without taking a single bit of damage. Wow. That was that was impressively kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. Since disbanding Team Rocket 3 years ago, Giovanni has been missing. But we're certain he's waiting for the right time of our revival. Yeah, I have my doubts about that, just saying. Listen to you won't change that fact that you're unable to get to the radio transmitter room. You need my voice to unlock it. Buddy, your voice is so much easier for me to go through because I'm simply voicing all of your characters. It will not be that hard, trust me. Hail Giovanni! Marco's mimicking the voice of Petrel. Hail Giovanni! You may be able to... First time actually dialogue the characters, and we let his Murkrow go. I love how it's the Murkrow that actually does the whole voice recognition in this game, whereas you had to do it yourself in the other ones. It's actually really funny. The password is Hail Giovanni. It's actually really funny when I think about it. I actually forgot about this entire part. Oh, wait, where is he? Oh, did he go down the stairs? I think he went down the stairs. Did he? Oh, he did. Hail Giovanni! It's funny, in the original games, the Murkrow was just there just to teach you about it. But now he had to chase his Murkrow, which, where did he go? He's not over here, is he? No, he's not. Alright. So he must be... Where is he? Did he go back upstairs? This part I actually don't quite remember exactly where the Murkrow goes. I'm fully aware I could be, like, idiotically just running around for no reason. Wait a second. I went down the wrong stairs. Oh my gosh, I just went down the wrong stairs. I just realized that. Way too late. I believe it's these stairs, or does it take me back to the entrance? Nope, right one. The password is Hail Giovanni. It's actually really impressive that this Murkrow can actually use the voice and nothing else. The password is Hail Giovanni. Murkrow screamed the password, mimicking the voice of Petrel. The voice recognition system unlocked the door. Murkrow's the true hero! Maybe that's why we didn't catch it in the Safari Zone. But now, we have introduction to Ariana Grande! How does Ariana Grande sound? I don't remember. We can't let a brat like you do as we please. Okay, you know what? No, I'm just gonna have her... I was trying to go with the Ariana Grande voice because her name sounds the same, but that's not gonna work.
It'll hurt Team Rocket's pride over and over again, making it lessen, you see. So, it's time to finish you. However, strong you may be, two of us fight at the same time, you'll have no choice of winning. Do you agree? That's not fair. I can send out the other Pokemon annihilate you easily. Either way, you lose. Sorry, baby. Now you're ready to be trashed.
Hold it. A 2-on-1 battle? That's so unfair. Not really. I mean, I got the strong enough Pokemon for it. You just gotta believe me, man. Typical Team Rocket to be so sneaky. Allow me to join the battle. And it is Dragonite. Low level.
What? You had an accomplice? Where's your sense of dignity? As an interim boss of Giovanni, and the placement of him, I will show you how wrong it is to meddle with Team Rocket.
First and only introduction to, well, one of actually, I think only a couple introductions to team double battles here against Ariana and just the Grunt. I'm not going to go over the Grunt since the Grunt isn't really all that special. He has Drowsy and Grimer with basically the same basic moves. However, Ariana is a little different. Oh, you're level 40. Holy crap, this is going to be way more broken than I thought. So starting with an Arbok at level 25, Intimidate for the ability. Luckily, I'm a special attacker, so it didn't really matter all that much. With Glare, Crunch, Wrap, and Poison Sting. You're flying. Holy crap. That's actually kind of clever at the same time. Might not be so good. Which, going back on Arbok's thing, Arbok's moveset isn't really all that great. Aside from Glare, which can be annoying for Paralysis and Wrap. Actually, now that I think about it, Poison Wrap combo is actually very scary. Like, if you get poisoned by that, which I don't know what the chances are, it's going to sting. It really is. And what do you mean this is unfair 2-0? Like, I could easily just annihilate this guy with freaking Yanma, the Grunt, and then have no problems taking care of the Arbok. What's so... Oh. Oh. Wow. That Grimer lived the Shadow Ball. Holy moly. That is actually impressive. And I like how they're attacking lands. Like, no Buzz has attacked Afterburner at all. And it's kind of amazing. Also, that Murkrow's a traitor. That Murkrow is a freaking traitor. How dare you? Alright, well, this Murkrow is level 27, the highest level with Nightshade, Wing Attack, Astonish, and Pursuit. I'm gonna have to be super careful with Wing Attack, and especially the fact that it has Super Luck, which raises the chance of critical hits. So if I get critted by Wing Attack, it's game over. Congratulations! You're the first one to actually use a beneficial move. I was about to say, if that was a crit, I would have screamed. I would have actually screamed if that was a crit. Because all those speed boosts, man, all those speed boosts, I just needed that. Oh well, it doesn't matter. One silver when you're done for it. I think I can roost the next turn because, honestly, the next one won't be so bad, especially for me, so I'm not really 100% worried about it. 618. Oh, you're so... I don't know how close you are to experience for 33, but I imagine now you're like really close. I hope you're that case. Yes, you're 33! Okay, perfect. I actually just wanted Afterburner to grow level 33 because at level 33 it learns Ancient Power. Ancient Power is another variation of Silver Wind. In fact, it's the oldest equivalent because everything else copies it. Which basically has a 10% chance of boosting all of the stats. But the reason I'm excited is because it has something else in it as well, and I would love to show it off as well in this episode. For right now, I'm going to get rid of Solar Beam, and I can teach you Solar Beam whenever I want to because I do think I have the money for it. This is so exciting now. Holy crap. Okay, I'm actually really hyped for this now. I'm not gonna lie. And final Pokemon is Glue. Level 25 with Sweet Scent, Mega Drain, Acid, and Sleep Powder. I'm gonna roost. I'm just gonna roost. Like, no joke. I would say I would like to heavily rely on the low amount of HP, but even still, I wouldn't risk it whatsoever. It can Sleep Powder, so... Oh, it just went for Acid anyways. I mean, not the worst thing in the world. And of course, Dragonite avoids the attack. And so, let's go ahead and... You know what? Since I won't be using Ancient Power all that much, and I'll probably get rid of it immediately once we have it, I'll also use Ancient Power, see how lucky you can get. Plus, it's going to be annihilated by Fly anyway, so might as well help out. There we go. Great. Nice to know. We absolutely needed that crit. Exceeding Ariana is down for the count. Oh, and I guess the Grunt. Shh,
You really are strong. It's too bad if you were to join Team Rocket, you'd become an executive.
In your dreams. And by having ancient power, we actually have an evolution. Exclusively in fourth generation and onwards. By having ancient power, we allow Afterburner to become an even faster tank. Welcome to the team, Yanmega. Oh man, I am so excited for this because after we have a bit more dialogue, there's something else I do want to mention about this, but I'm excited that we have another check mark.
But that's fine. The broadcast experiment was a total success. It doesn't matter what happens to this hideout now. We have much bigger plans. You'll come to appreciate Team Rocket's true power soon enough. Enjoy yourself while you can.
Ow. Sorry, Blake. I saw how well you were doing, so I just hung back. Well, you flew. Now, all there is left to do is run off and turn off the radio signal. It's this machine that's causing all the problems, so I don't see a switch on it. We have no choice. We must make all the electrode faint. That should stop this machine from transmitting that strange signal. It's no fault of the electrode, so it makes me sad. Blake, let's split and do the job. Okay, so we're of course gonna go on the left side. Ooh, actually, we're at a pretty long episode here. So, I think I'll take care of this next episode, but before I do that though, actually no. I'll catch one of the electrodes here, but I do want to show off one final thing, and that involves the Pokedex itself. Because we can finally take a look at the full thing. Now, you might have noticed some of the number changes with some of the various Pokemon. Not here, but much later down the line, some changes might be noticeable right off the bat. Sunkern is actually number 103. However, Yanma is 101. Originally, Sunkern in Gold, Silver, and Crystal was 102, but now it's replaced by Yanmega, that is now level 102. 6'3", 113.5 pounds. Wow. The reason for this is because in Heart Gold and SoulSilver, any Pokemon that have 4th generation evolutions was automatically added to the Pokedex. Though there is a catch. Only those that have level up moves as their evolution requirements are in the Pokedex. So Yanmega, as you see here, Licky Licky, Tangrowth, Ambipom, and Mamoswine are the ones that are in here. Now the other ones including Stone evolutions, pre-evolved Pokemon, any of those. Which is kind of weird, honestly, because there were a lot of 4th generation Pokemon entries, and it isn't so hard to implement those Pokemon into the Johto Pokedex, because you could just easily put in a Shiny Stone somewhere much later down the road for your Togepi, or a Dust Stone or anything like that. And it's even weirder for a lot of Pokemon, like Porygon Z. Originally, you had to trade in Porygon with an upgrade for you to get a Porygon 2, so why not do the same thing for Porygon Z? And then even Eevee, which had 2 evolutionary lines in Sinnoh. So why not include like the Moss Rock and the Ilex Forest, and then if you want to evolve into a Glaceon, wait a little bit later, and then evolve in the Icy Cave. That would be like perfect ideal things. So I don't know why it's just the ones that require the moves. And it's something, even though I will criticize Oris a little bit more, I will say Oris did this correctly and allowed, even that Pokemon had pre-evolutions and or evolutions in the 3rd generation, which not even mine, Junior, Bonsai, or White are even in this Pokedex. It's weird. So they had a pre-evolution in the 4th generation or an evolution, and the Pokemon is in the Hoenn Pokedex, automatically their evolution is also in it, regardless of what the requirements were. Whether it's trading, a stone, a level up move, etc., it's always there. It's really weird, and I don't know why they went with that, specifically here. But I also do want to check out the stats of this, because holy cow, I think you're going to get a giant boost in special attack. Look at that! 102 special attack! That modest nature is pulling through right now. Afterburner, you're so beautiful. And that means we only have one more team member to evolve, and we have a bunch of grinding to do with the rest of the team that wants to catch up. Okay, so now, this part right here, we have to take out all 3 of these electrodes. And you know what? I think I've been on a much long rampage this time around, So I am actually ending up deciding to, well, I have decided to wrap up this episode here, and next time, we're going to stop the team headquarters. We're going to defeat these electrodes, and or save them, depending on what I want to do, and put an end to the plans here in Mahogany Town. With that being said, though, if there's any episodes you missed, whether from the past or from the future, make sure you check them out in the playlist down in the description below, the on the top right corner, or the upcoming end slate. Also, if you want to check out the older series, that's also down in the description below, which is based off of. With all that being said, though, my name is Blake, also known as the Nerd, and I will see you guys in the next episode, where I won't be so ballsy about where I end things off. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. That was decent. Take care.